Excuse me.
Hello everyone, welcome back to Plan B TV News. We have an interesting video to share among our viewers today. Former governor of Zamfara State, Yari, respond after Arise TV anchor Rufai Hussaini asked why he should be Senate president when he failed to reduce 92% poverty level in Zamfara when he was in office. Mr. Yari, who is in the race to be the 10th Senate president, was on the TV station. Responding, Mr. Yari said, "What has Zamfara State got to do with the Senate president? Before me, how many governors governed Zamfara State? Am I the first governor?" When asked what he did to change the poverty level in his state, he continues, "Am I the first governor in Zamfara State? I am not. It is on record that I was the governor and I have done my best. The issue of poverty is all over the northern part of the country. You know, it is so. It is not the one that I can make a magic of," he added. Details in the video.
Assembly, but the same National Assembly.
I get that.
So I think it's a done deal.
I get that, Senator Yari. You want to be Senate president, but you were governor of Zamfara State. Yeah. That is still part of the poorest states in this country. 92% poverty. Those are the numbers coming out of Zamfara State. One of the highest as regards people impoverished in this country. Little or no, very little minimal development. But you are a man that lives in a lot of affluence and wealth. Even recently at a book launch, you gave 250 or close to 300 million naira to somebody at a book launch. A lot of people are saying, why didn't you spend a lot of effort in fixing your state and at least improving the poverty prospect when you were there? And what qualifies you now to want to be the Senate president?
What does the president have to do with the Senate president?
Your hitherto record.
And this one you are
that's what it is. Your record. Your record.
Excuse me. What does that? Excuse me.
Mr. Yari, that's the record you'll be judged by. That's the record you'll be judged by. That's your record.
Excuse me. What does that happen? Before me, how many governors governed Zamfara State?
So what did you do to change it?
Am I the first governor in Zamfara State?
So what did you do to change it in your time? Because that's your record.
I'm not. I'm not. It's a record that I'm a governor, yes? And I have done my best when I'm there. And the issue of poverty is all over the northern part of the country. You know it. So it's not the one that can make a magic. And by the way, in total Nigeria, how many percentage in object poverty? How many in total? And if you, it's a record that I'm a governor, yes? And I have done my best when I'm there. And the issue of poverty is all over the northern part of the country. You know it. So it's not the one that can make a magic. And by the way, in total Nigeria, how many percentage in object poverty? How many in total? And if you can't issue unemployment, how many youth are unemployed? So please, don't bring that issue to say governor of Zamfara State, my contribution to this or to that. Do you mean that the 250 million I took it from Zamfara State or what? How much is Zamfara State getting in a month when I was there? How much? After the salary and all other things, how much is getting? And that, go and check Zamfara State very well during my stewardship, what I did and what development I brought and what had been there. To the best of my knowledge, I have done the best I can. And from the history of Zamfara State, when it comes to the issue of development, up to today, I don't know for tomorrow, there's no governor that serves Zamfara State people right than I do. And that's what is in there in Zamfara State. So if you want to check, go to Zamfara State and check.
Yari,
but the issue of poverty, it depends on what to, and if you look at the state in generality, one, Zamfara State is not an industrial state. We're all agrarian, and you know what it is. No huge investment by the federal government in any ramification. It's the little that we took from the center. We go there. The revenue generation is nothing to write home about.
Okay,
because there's not much business to do. Okay. Even the traders, and those are in the other businesses. The business boom during maybe when the salary picked up and what have you. That's the part of the country that you. Okay. So we are trying to see how much we can do, get involved and correct of those issues. Right. So what people are saying, Muslim. I haven't seen wherever in the Constitution where say Christian must be president, or Christian must be vice president, or this or that. It's arrangement. By the way, the Constitution did not even recognize Christianity. What only Constitution recognizes is right to religion. Today, in my laws, in my religion, says that if I decide to become Christian today, my religion says I should be killed. That's the law. All the Muslims know this. But the Constitution protected me that I can be Christian today. Tomorrow I can be Muslim, or I can be Jew, or I can be any other. So the Constitution did not recognize religion appellation in any way of going, whether to be appointed as this or to be given political office or any other thing. So therefore, and if president-elect decide to do a Muslim ticket, that is the business of the president and the business of the executive.
All right.
And if the parliamentarian decide to do a Muslim, it's the business of the parliament.
Okay.
Because there are times when the parliament decided to take a Christian as Senate president, to take a Christian as deputy Senate president, and to take Christian as speaker. It happened in this country.
However, on the other hand, I'm 100% confident that Senator Orji Uzor Kalu, from the race of Senate presidency, is qualified, but the performance from the Southeast is considerably very low. He should find a way to organize the Southeast so that they can mainstream with the APC strongly. Shifting of the APC, Adamu Gaba added. Details in the video.
I am 100% confident because Senator Orji Uzor Kalu has shown, yes, he's qualified. Nobody is saying that he's not eminently qualified. Of course, although when you are trying to consider the politics of national performance, you will see that the performance from Southeast is considerably very low. You know, Orji Uzor Kalu got 47,000 votes to come back to the Senate, but the entire APC in Abia got 9,000 votes, and that is completely something that should be disincentivized. So, and he should, like this votes we got from Senator Barrow Jibrin, for instance, in Kano North, is almost twice the entire votes we got from the Southeast. You know, so I think he should also find a way to organize the Southeast caucus so that they can mainstream within the APC strongly, you know, in the subsequent election for this kind of negotiation to have very strong footing. That's why I tell you, most of these things are just being pushed for negotiation, but they don't have substance. He's eminently qualified, but the performance, the electoral outcome of his own constituency was considerably low, and if you incentivize failure, you are completely encouraging people that do nothing to be entitled to something, and that is not really encouraging in the kind of democracy and the...
About 69 senators signed the endorsement of Akpabio and Barrow in the interest of national stability, the national peace and reconciliations. This is actually the leadership that we need to be able to give the executive arms of government to the necessary support and parliamentary disposition. The NNT policy that we helped in renewing the promises of the renewed hope and manifesto of President-elect Bola Ahmed Tinubu chieftain of the APC, Adamu added. Details in the video.
And you can see about 69 senators signed the endorsement of Akpabio Barrow Stability Group. So, and in the interest of national stability, in the interest of national peace and reconciliation, this is actually, you know, the leadership that we need to be able to give the executive arm of government the necessary support and parliamentary dispositions and enacting policies that will help in fulfilling the promise of renewed hope manifesto of President-elect Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu. So, to the best of my knowledge, I think there are no factions, and most of those contesting the decisions of the party are core members of the party. It is an internal affair, and there will be, I'm sure, conversation will still be ongoing. And by the time the National Assembly is being inaugurated, I'm looking forward to us having up to 85 senators within the stability group and endorsing Akpabio and Barrow Jibrin. So There are no factions. I want to correct that, and I also want to correct the fact that there are some people that are within the party that disagree with perhaps maybe the zoning arrangement, and they are looking for a way to see that these things can always be recalibrated. And I'm assuring you that by the time we reach towards the end of this month, everything will take shape, and we will have an incoming Senate President who is Senator Godswill Akpabio. And
all right, guys, this is where I'm going to be heading the video today. Do you enjoy this particular video? If you do, please do not skip without you commenting your thoughts in the comment sections and give these videos a thumbs up. This is the only way you can support the growth of this channel. For all our returning subscribers who year to year or time to time always come to support the growth of our content, thank you very much. May God continue to bless you. We thank you very much for all your big support that you have given to this platform for making Plan B TV to work out. Thank you. Until we meet again, do not forget to turn on your notification bell so you'll be the first person to be notified anytime we upload a new content. If you have not subscribed, I don't know what you're waiting for. Please subscribe and be among the Plan B TV team. Thank you very much. Until we meet again. Peace out.
Don't forget to subscribe to get notified. And as you they show your support, now say God bless you too.
Sense on the bed.
Plan B TV, Plan B TV, Plan B TV. Oh, Plan B TV, Plan B TV, Plan B TV, Plan B TV.